Good morning, my front wheel skids. Romero rumours actually pretty strong this morning. He's off to Spain. He did say a few years ago that he wants to end up in Spain. Maybe he's doing the right thing. The general consensus of Spurs fans is he's shut his bolt. See you later. After last season's fiasco at the last game and everything else, people have just lost. He lost a lot of credibility. What he does off the pitch, I don't care about. What he does on the pitch is what I care about. The red cards, getting us in positions where we need a defender and we didn't have one. Do you know what? That sort of outweighs my love for a footballer. And I'm a Spurs fan. 45 million they want to offer, apparently. That's quite a low ball. 55 million is a good price for Romero. 60 million. If Spurs want 60 million for him, then that means they don't really want to sell him. Captain and defender. When we get rid of him, is our defence strong enough? I would have said so. The two vans in spot. Do you know what? We're in that position where we can afford to lose Romero, to be honest with you. And that's no big... It's no big deal if he goes. Nah. Transfer window ain't finished yet. Are we going to get a defender in and a striker in? The midfield looks pretty solid. But we're judging this off of pre-season, where you can't really judge a football team off of a pre-season, can you? You can judge little teeny bits of De Zerbi's tactics, but you can't really judge anything else. What do we take off the pre-season? Tonali's a strong player. The way De Zerbi's setting up is totally different, so we're going to come back, say when the transfer window finishes in September 1st, yeah? I think we're going to be seeing a totally different squad. So I wouldn't be putting Romero's name on the back of a shirt, to be honest with you. It's one of those ones, isn't it? Would I like to see him go? Because I rate him quite highly as a defender. Do you know what? That's just one man's opinion. I rate him as a defender. As a Spurs fan, I'll go with the general consensus of the Spurs fans. Just go. See you later. I'm not milking the tit of the transfer window at all with this video, because everyone's milking the tit. We've even got other football creators milking the tit of the transfer window. And in reality, that's how they get their views, their subs. We all know that about YouTube. That's what YouTube is. I always moaned about, I want to see Spurs fans, proper local Spurs fans, talking about the Spurs like we used to talk about the Spurs. And I'm getting quite excited for this season coming, all the new names and everything else. Tonali. Matthias Tell is a lot of people don't like Matthias Tell. Is he going to change around when he's in the Premiership, or is he going to fucking collapse? Do you know what? He's a right young player. Remember, we've got Simmons coming back. Cool, mate. That'll take another fucking 6.5 months, 7 months to come back. Might even be longer. Let's milk the tit of the Kulusevski one as well this week. Kulusevski, is he fit? He's in light pre-season training. That doesn't mean he's going to come back exactly the same player at all. We've seen him on the training pitch. He's knocking in goals with Kudos, doing a bit of light training. He's not going to come back the same player whatsoever, not with a patella, not with a kneecap injury like that. And I've got a feeling, I've got this horrible sneaky feeling he's going to get fit, he's going to have a few games, and then he's going to be off again. But he's not going to be the same player at all. not with that kneecap. If he becomes the same player in Chuck Rodri, because he was pivotal for the Spanish team this year in the World Cup. He had really bad ACL, wasn't it? And he's come back, and it's took him months and months and months of training and fortitude of the mind, not just the physical side of it, but the mind. Because everyone knows when you hurt your ankle, hurt your kneecap, ACL, anything like that, it's 50% physical and 50% your mind. So if he chucks a Rodri and comes back, fair play to the boy. Strength, fortitude of the mind. Kudos we've got as well. We've not seen him in pre-season at all. So we've got all these players. It looked like a totally different squad to a lot of Spurs fans expecting. Your favourites are going to be sidelined. I expect Bergvall to be superstar sub if he stays, because that's another rumour that going around the rumour mill, isn't it? You can't help but suck off the tit of the transfer window at this minute, can you, if you're a Spurs fan? You wake up every morning looking at the phone, thinking to yourself, oh, who's off next? What? Oh, Savinio again. And what I suggest to Spurs fans is to look at it intelligently. Look how much they're really worth in today's overinflated football transfer window, and make a decision, because these content creators it's turned into Twitter, isn't it, basically? YouTube has turned into a visual representation of Twitter, where content creators will take a Twitter paragraph and they will spend 25 minutes fucking talking about a Twitter paragraph and rinsing the life out of it. And then all of a sudden, the AI slop, the slop that Paul the Hotspur hippie calls it. Is it slop? Do you know what? I call it AI teleprompting bullshit. We've all seen that from football channels now. The AI teleprompting, absolute fucking. We've got football creators, instead of milking the tit of their own club, they milk the tit of other clubs. They're sucking off Tottenham Hotspur like a good one at the minute. And there's a few creators that do that. There's a few creators that do that in the football niche genre, or whatever you want to call it. They suck off the tit of Arsenal. They suck off the tit of Liverpool. And do you know what? These ain't football fans per se. They're YouTubers first, getting the subs, the subscriptions, the views in, filling their pockets, which is fair enough, because that's what your social media is about, filling your pockets. But at the same time, we have got genuine football fans watching this shit, and then you see it in the comment section. Thank fuck we don't see it in my comment section. I'm not self-glazing, as my daughter would call it, but do you know what? These people were glazing themselves over as fucking football we'll use the rabbit ears again, as football experts when it's the second-hand news. So every morning that you wake up, you know as much from one key search for Spurs news as the content creators that we've got, and in the football niche in general. You know as much as what they do. So what you're tuning in for YouTube is for character and opinions. If someone's got a bit of a decent character, you may be wondering why I'm sitting in a lovely Spanish holiday park, because the fucking flies and the fucking stench. And do you know what? I'm half Spanish myself. I find Spanish very offhand with other nations, and I don't know whether it's me not remembering that Spanish people are a bit couldn't give a fuck. Maybe I couldn't give a fuck. Maybe I've got that side to me, and I'm not. My missus did say I'm a bit ignorant. You know what I mean? But I'm sitting in here because the flies at the minute are doing my nutting. there's an hose pipe that they won't fix the leak because they're too fucking lazy, and it's like fucking feeding the fucking palm trees or whatever fucking trees these are. This absolutely organic pile of shit, and it stinks. And I can't wait to get out for the day and go into Pensacola today. At the same time as I've been searching through the sports shops as well, and even the looky men on the beach ain't got a Spurs shirt. Not that I've asked, but I've looked at all their shirts when they've walked past me. No Spurs shirt. Global branding, Enoch. That's what we need. We need a European branding, bruv. I seem to be the only Spurs fan around this little town, to be honest with you, which is the only Spurs fan in the village, which ain't such a bad thing. But the amount of, I'm in Spain, but the amount of PSG, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Atletico Bilbao tops is unbelievable. No Real Sociedad tops or Deportivo. I was expecting a lot more Basque tops, to be honest with you, but do you know what? It is what it is, isn't it? But this football transfer game is driving me absolutely shit fucking the head. This morning I made myself fucking physically ill looking at fucking, just checking out the news, scrolling like yous, and I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck? They're all at it again. They're all fucking at it again. I ended up, tell you what, I'll be honest with you, I ended up watching Lee Gunner this morning on a channel where they slaughtered him, and the geezer's fucking slaughtering him, and I'm thinking, you might be able to slaughter him. Is it Lee Gunner? Yeah, Lee Gunner, the one that's in Spain with the Marge Proop glasses on, yeah, who's always half cut apparently. That's all you got to do in Spain, mate. If you're living in Spain, you have a beer. That's the way of life. But I was listening to him. The way he says things, he talks a lot of sense when it comes to YouTube and creators and people in other people's pockets and shit like that. And this is what you see on the Spurs clip, what I've been trying to fucking not expose, but just get the Spurs fans to use their own fucking brain and think to themselves, oh, hold on, we're being fed a load of old waffle here, because you are being fed a load of old waffle. I've looked at it this morning myself. For the past week I've looked at it. I'm in Spain, I've got an hour before the kids get up. I'll sit just like you, that's what I'm saying. I'll look at the Spurs news. I'm on YouTube, so I go through the YouTube, and it's all the same jank shit. And it's fucking ridiculous, the waffle that goes on. Anyway, that's for another video, innit? We should do an exposure video, shouldn't we? And get the likes and views back up, because like people seem to like a bit of drama. And that's where we're going to lead off into the sunset in a minute and talk about, this is why the transfer window, this is why you see some of these, I've seen smaller content creators now feeding into it, because that's all you can do. The transfer window, hope, curiosity, fears that you're going to lose a player, hope that you're going to get a good player in, the curiosity aspects of it. People just, oh, are we going to get this, are we going to get that player? You know, just to summarise, no one knows except for fucking the football teams. Your content creator, who you probably watch, your favourite content creators, they probably ain't got a fucking clue. So I just can't wait for the fucking season to get on with it, and just to see who the starting lineup is, to see how we start playing, and to get down the new stadium, to be honest with you. I ain't never been this new stadium for a football game, so it'd be interesting to see the demographics, be interesting to see how we get in, how we all get chucked out at the same time, because that's one thing that I've sat on the armchair for so long now, since not going White Hart Lane, that I was surprised how quick they emptied the stadium. And to be outside on a few occasions as well in pubs, and that, it's surprising to see straight after the game there's thousands of people walking past you, and it's like, wow, fucking hell, son. You know what I mean? So it'd be interesting. It'd be interesting from White Hart Lane to this new stadium. I'm only fucking 9 years a bit late, and is it 9 years? No, it ain't. It's about 7 years, isn't it? See, I can't even fucking count. Anyway, have a good one. Take care. God bless. And I hope you're having a better morning than I am. And so I'll be having a lovely morning. I'll be having a lovely afternoon, should I say, by now. Anyway, buenos dias. Have a good one. Take care. God bless.